Welcome to Sharad V. More English School online lecture. Good morning, student. Today I will start the first lesson of the science part 2. Okay, I have completed one chapter from the science one. Now, classification of the plant. In 8th standard also, in first lesson, there were the classification of the living organism. Okay, in that you have learned about the five kingdom classifications whose revision is given here also, like the living organism. They are classified into mainly two groups based on their cell structure, means their nucleus is developed or not developed. If the nucleus is well developed, then it is called as the prokaryotic, and the nucleus, if it not well developed, then it is called as the prokaryotic. In the prokaryotic living organism, the moneras, okay, moneras comes, and in the eukaryotic it is further divided into the unicellular and multicellular. But prokaryotic, all prokaryotes are unicellular. Now, unicellular organism which have eukaryotic nuclei are called the protista, and the multicellular organism further classified on the basis of the presence of the cell wall and absence of the cell wall. If the cell wall is present, if cell wall is present, then they are autotrophs, means all green plants, and those who do not possess the chlorophyll, they are heterotrophs, and in that category the fungus comes. And without cell wall, all the animals that do not have the cell wall kept under the kingdom Animalia. In this way, the living organism classified into the five groups. What are that five groups? Monera, Protista, Plantae, Fungi, and Animalia. So this was the revision from the 8th standard. You have already studied this kingdom, Monera, Protista, Fungi, and this is called as the five kingdom classification system, and it is given by the Robert Whittaker in 1969 for the study of the living organism. What are hidden secrets of the kingdom Plantae which impart this green freshness to our surrounding? What are hidden secrets of the kingdom Plantae which impart the green freshness to our surrounding? अब क्वेश्चंस क्या पूछा है, वो कौन सा हिडन सीक्रेट्स है, छुपा हुआ रहस्य, राज। हिडन मीन्स क्या है, छिपा हुआ। वो कौन सा छिपा हुआ सीक्रेट्स है इन किंगडम प्लांटी में, जो इम्पार्ट्स करता है ग्रीन फ्रेशनेस टू अवर सराउंडिंग, जो हमारे सराउंडिंग में ग्रीन फ्रेशनेस इम्पार्ट करता है। Kingdom Plantae. The group of autotrophic living organisms having eukaryotic cells with the cell wall is the group of the plants. The group of autotrophic living organisms. So those living organisms who are autotrophic, they have the eukaryotic cells with the cell wall in the group of the plant, and plants become autotrophic as they can perform the photosynthesis with the help of chlorophyll. Living organisms of the kingdom Plantae are the main source of the food for all living organisms, and this group is only the group which forms the food, and that food are available for other four groups. ये जो फोर अदर ग्रुप्स है, ये जो फोर अदर ग्रुप्स है, ये सभी के लिए यही जो है, जो प्लांट्स है, किंगडम प्लांटी है, वही फूड अवेलेबल कराती है। मीन्स फूड का प्रोडक्शन कौन करता है, आउट ऑफ दैट फाइव किंगडम्स, दैट किंगडम प्लांटी दिस प्रोड्यूस द फूड, दिस मेक्स अवेलेबल फूड फॉर रिमेनिंग फोर किंगडम्स। नाउ बेसिस ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, basis of classification means on what criteria the plants are classified, जो plants है। now here we will especially learn about the plantae, यहाँ प्लांट के बारे में ही हम स्पेशली पढ़ेंगे। ओके, We will not study it about the other kingdom. Here, in this lesson, the presence or absence of organ is the first criteria for classification of the plant. Okay, first criteria, the presence or absence of the organ. कि which organs are present in both animal as well as in plants, or which organs is present in the plant or which is absent in the animal. The presence or absence of organ is the first criteria for classification of the plant. The presence or absence of the separate conducting tissues for conduction of water and food is the next consideration for the classification. Now, next criteria to classify the living plants is that the conducting tissue is present or conducting tissue is absent. कि conducting tissues present है कि absent है. This is the second criteria. Next, do the plant bear the seeds? Third criteria is that plant bears the fruit, that bear the fruit or not. This is also important criteria for classification of the plant. Next criteria, the seeds is enclosed or seeds is naked. This is another criteria for classification of the plants. At the higher level of the plant classification, different criteria characteristics are considered for classification. At the higher level of the plant classification, different characteristics are considered for classification. Example, depending upon the absence or presence of flowers, fruits and seeds. Now other classifications के क्या है criteria कि there is a presence of flowers, there are presence of the fruit or presence of the seeds or not. Plants are classified as the cryptogams or phanerogames. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, yes, if the flowers is absent then they are kept under the cryptogams, and if the flowers are present means that plant which bears the flowers are called phanerogames. They depending upon whether seeds are enclosed within fruit or not. अब इसके बाद में सीड्स जो है वो फ्रूट के अंदर इनक्लोज्ड है और नहीं है. बेस्ड ऑन दैट phanerogames are classified as the gymnosperm and angiosperm. Angiosperms are further classified as the monocot and dicot depending upon the number of cotyledons in the seeds. Okay, so these are the criteria for classification. Means on the basis of these characteristics, the plants are classified into the different groups. For example, if the plant bears the flowers, then it is classified that seeds of that plant is enclosed in the fruits or it is naked. Or if it is belongs to angiosperm or it its seeds are enclosed in the fruit, then the number of cotyledons presents. Okay, if the one cotyledon is present, then it is said the monocot, and if the two cots are present, cotyledons present, then it is called as the dicotyledons. Okay, now yes, we will study about the cryptogams. Now cryptogams. So these are the plants. Cryptogams are these are the plants which do not bear the flowers. ये क्या है? Flowers bear नहीं करते. ऐसे primitive type of the plants. ये primitive type के plants है. Okay, primitive type के plants है ये. Search for a pond with the greenish water. Collect some of the green fiber from the water, put the fibers in a petri dish and wash them clean with water. Put one of the fiber in the drop of water on the glass slide and separate it out straight. Put a cover slip over the slide and observe under compound microscope. Do you see the spirally arranged green thread-like chloroplast in the cell in the straight fiber? Okay, you will definitely see the thread-like chloroplast, and this plant is nothing but the Spirogyra. और ये plant कौन सा है? Spirogyra का. Now, the further cryptogams are classified into the three categories: Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. ये इसको फिर से 3 ग्रुप्स में क्लासिफाई किया है. क्रिप्टोगैम्स, रिमेंबर दिस, their organs are not differentiated into the roots, stem and leaf. Okay, ये जो इनके बॉडी होती है क्रिप्टोगैम्स की, वो इन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पार्ट्स लाइक रूट, स्टेम एंड लीफ के फॉर्म में डिफ्रेंशिएशन होता नहीं है. देयर बॉडी लुक्स लाइक थैलस. उनकी जो बॉडी होती है वो क्या होती है, फ्यूज्ड होती है. उनकी बॉडी क्या होती है, फ्यूज्ड मतलब जुड़ी होती है. प्लांट्स के जो लीव्स और रूट और इस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर उसमें ऑब्जर्व नहीं होता है. नाउ डिवीजन वन, थैलोफाइट्स. थैलोफाइटा, these plants grow mainly in the water. This group of plants which do not have specific parts like root, stem, leaf, flowers but are autotrophic due to presence of the chlorophyll is called algae. Okay, so these plants grow mainly in the water. Water में ही ये grow होते हैं. And this group of the plant do not have the root, stem and leaf. They may have the root like structure, they may have the leaf like structure, they may have the other parts of the structure but not in actual, but the chlorophyll is present. So such primitive type of the green plants are called as the algae. Algae shows a great diversity. They show the great diversity. They may be unicellular or multicellular. So these algae may be unicellular, means made up of one cell, or multicellular or made up of many cells, and the microscopic or large. It may be microscopic, means that can be observed. This can be observed with the help of the compound microscope. They can be observed only with the help of the compound microscope, or those who are large in size, they can be seen with our naked eyes. Examples of the algae are Spirogyra, Ulothrix, Ulva, Sargassum, etc. जो एग्जाम्पल्स है एल्गी का वो कौन कौन सा है, स्पायरोगैरा, इलोथ्रिक्स, उल्वा एंड सरगेसम. Some of these are found in the fresh water and some are found in the saline water. तो ये जो algae, जो algae है, these algae are found in the fresh water. Now what are the fresh water? The water which are found in the lake, river, ponds, underground water, they are fresh water resources of the water. And marine water or saline water, that water are the waters which are found in the sea and oceans, and they are salty in nature. These plants usually have a soft and fiber like body. Various types of the fungi like yeast and molds which do not have the chlorophyll are also included in this group. Okay, in Thallophyta the fungi are also included, and this do not bears the green color pigments chlorophyll. इसके अंदर ग्रीन कलर का पिगमेंट क्लोरोफिल प्रेजेंट नहीं रहता है. बट इन kingdom plantae, those plants are kept that have the green chlorophyll, green pigment chlorophyll, and that can perform the photosynthesis. जो क्या कर सकते हैं, photosynthesis perform कर सकते हैं. Now yes, we will study about the second division of the cryptogams, bryophytes. Second one is the bryophyte. So what we have seen under the thallophytes, all these are the green in color. They may be multicellular or they may be unicellular. They may be fresh water or they may be saline water or marine water, and there is no specific root and leaf and stem like stems, but they have the root, stem and leaf like structures. Division 2, bryophytes. This group of plant is called amphibians of the plant kingdom. because they grow in a moist soil but need water for reproductions. Now, bryophytes, they are called as the amphibians because their life process completes in the water as well as on the land. That's why they are terrestrial plant. These plants are thalloid, multicellular, and autotrophic. These plants are thalloid, multicellular, and autotrophic. तो जो ये ब्राइफाइट्स है, all bryophytes are the multicellular, but in thallophytes there are some unicellular and some are multicellular, and they require the water for their reproduction. They reproduce by the spore formations, and reproduction takes place by the spore formation. The structure of plant body of bryophyte is flat, ribbon like, long, without true roots. जो स्ट्रक्चर है इस प्लांट बॉडी का, which plant body? Bryophytes that come under the category bryophyte. Their body is flat. उनकी बॉडी कैसी होती है? फ्लैट, चपटी होती है, और रिबन लाइक लॉन्ग, और रिबन की लाइक जो है लॉन्ग होती है. Without true roots, here the roots is absent, stem and leaves. True stem, true leaves and true roots are absent here. Instead, they have the stem like or leaf like parts and root like rhizoid. तो इनके अंदर ये ट्रू रूट्स, ट्रू लीव्स एंड ट्रू leaf are absent, but roots have the rhizoids. They do not have specific tissues for conduction of the food and water, and they do not bear the conducting tissues like xylem and phloem for the conduction of water and food. Examples are moss, also called as the funaria, mercansia, anthoceras, rixia, etc. So these are the examples of the bryophyte. Okay, now observe the figure 6.2. The structure of the thallophytes are given. Now first example is of the funaria. Now observe the structure. This rhizoid, that is root like structure, and this is the leaf like structures, and there is a capsule. And in second mercansia, here also you will see the root like structure called rhizoid and the leaf like parts, and here capsule and stalk. Next, Anthoceas. Here there is a leaf like parts, and here at the top there is a capsule. Now third division of cryptogams is Pteridophyta. Third group क्या है? Pteridophyta. Now observe the figure 6.3. Plants of the Pteridophyta divisions. Now see here, this is the fern, and next example is Selaginella and Lycopodium. Plants from this group have the well-developed roots, stem and leaves. Plant of this group have the well-developed roots, stem and leaves and separate tissue for conduction of food and water. But they do not bear the flowers and fruits. They reproduce with the help of the spore formed along the back or posterior surface of their leaves. Okay, so here the root, stem are developed, but they do not bear the flowers. उसके अंदर भी flowers नहीं आते. That's why they are kept under the category cryptogams, means non-flowering plants. Cryptogams means non-flowering plants. Okay. Next, the examples of the pteridophytes are fern like Nephrolepis, Marsilia, Pteris edientum, Equisetum, Selaginella, Lycopodium, etc. These plants reproduce asexually. These plants reproduce asexually by spore formation and sexually by zygote formation. They have the well-developed conducting system. Use your brain power. What is the similarities between the plant of the group thallophyte, bryophyte, and pteridophyte, irrespective of the differences in their body structure? Now, what are the similarity? What is the similarity in these three divisions? The main similarity is that all these All plants of these three groups do not possess the do not possess the और do not bear the flowers और fruits. इसमें flowers और fruits क्या है लगते नहीं है. This is the main differences. Sorry, this is the main similarity and differences are more. All these plants reproduce by spore formation. Second similarity that the mode of reproduction is the by spore formation. They are called cryptogams as their reproductive organ cannot be seen. अब ये cryptogams क्यों बोला जाता है? Because their reproductive organs cannot be seen. Crypto meaning vocabulary meaning of the crypto is hidden and games means what? Reproductive organ. So those plant whose reproductive organs are hidden are called cryptogams, or in other word you can say that those plants which do not bear the flowers called the cryptogams. Now next category, phanerogams. नेक्स्ट कैटेगरी किसकी है? फेनोरोगैम्स की. तो फेनोरोगैम्स आर दोज प्लांट्स दैट बेयर्स द फ्लावर्स एंड फ्रूट्स, जिसके अंदर क्या होते हैं? फ्रूट्स और फ्लावर्स दोनों लगते हैं. तो ऐसे प्लांट को हम किस कैटेगरीज में रखते हैं? फेनोरोगैम्स में. द प्लांट विच हैव द स्पेशल स्ट्रक्चर फॉर रिप्रोडक्शन and produce seeds are called phanerogams. In these plant, after the process of reproduction, seeds are formed which contain the embryo and stored food. During the germination of the seeds, the stored food is used for initial growth of the embryo. Depending upon the whether seeds are enclosed in fruits or not, phanerogams are classified into the gymnosperm and angiosperm. फरवरी मार्च अप्रैल मई तो या तो ऐसी पावती लाएंगे या तो उसका फीस कार्ड लाएंगे. जब उसका फीस कार्ड होगा तो फिर वो सेकंड यानी फिर उसका फर्स्ट का रिजल्ट उसको मिलना चाहिए. फर्स्ट का रिजल्ट भी आपको मिला नहीं है या रिजल्ट कहाँ है वो बताइए. रिजल्ट तो कहीं नहीं दिख रहा है. ओके. तो उनके लोगों को पूछिए पहले कि आपने फर्स्ट का रिजल्ट कहाँ रखा है. ये देखिए फर्स्ट ये रिजल्ट लेके नहीं है. Okay student, now yes we have to study about the phanerogams. Yes, what are the phanerogams? Those plant that do not that bears the flowers and fruits are called the phanerogams, and if their seeds are enclosed in the fruit means जिसके seeds जो है fruit के अंदर enclosed रहते हैं, बंद रहते हैं, ऐसे प्लांट को आगे फिर से एक ग्रुप बना के क्लासीफाई किया है जिसका नाम है एंजियोस्पर्म. और जिस प्लांट्स के फ्लावर्स एंड फ्रूटिंग होती है बट उसके सीड्स जो होते हैं वो सीड्स क्या रहते हैं? ओपन, खुले रहते हैं. तो ऐसे प्लांट को हम जिम्नोस्पर्म बोलते हैं. नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द जिम्नोस्पर्म. किसके बारे में स्टडी करेंगे? जिम्नोस्पर्म के बारे में. 12:25 तक है. 11:45 to 12:25. Observe all the garden plants like cycas, Christmas tree, hibiscus, lily, etc. and compare them. Note the similarities and differences among them. Which differences did you notice between the gymnosperm and angiosperm? Okay, so what activity is given here? You have to observe the plants like cycas, Christmas tree, hibiscus, lily, etc. and compare them. And you have to compare that plants and you have to note down the similarities and differences among them. और उनके बीच में क्या similarities and क्या differences है that you have to note down. Which differences did you notice between the gymnosperm and angiosperm? तो जिम्नोस्पर्म और एंजियोस्पर्म में कौन से डिफरेंसेस यू हैव observed or you have noted down? Now gymnosperm are the mostly evergreen. जो जिम्नोस्पर्म होते they are mostly evergreen, हमेशा ग्रीन रहते हैं. Perennial and woody. Perennial and woody. Perennial, what is meant by the perennial? Those living things that survive for many years called perennial, and those who have the life cycle of the 1 year called the annual. Okay, and those living things that have the lifespan of the 2 year is called biennial, and those having the more than 3 years lifespan is called the perennial, and they are woody. So gymnosperma of the evergreen, perennial, and woody. Their stems are without branches, and their stems are not having branches. They are branchless. The leaves from a crown, leaves from form a crown. जो उनके leaves होते हैं, they form the crown. These plants bear male and female flowers on the different sporophyls of the same plant. Now these plants bear the male and female flowers on the different sporophyls of the same plant. In same plant में male flowers and female flowers होते हैं. Seed of these plants do not have the natural covering, और इस तरह के जो fruits होते हैं उनके seeds जो होते हैं fruit में that do not have the natural covering, उनके seeds को naturally covered नहीं होते. That is they, these plants do not form the fruit, that do not form fruit, and are thereby called the gymnosperm. Gymnos means naked, sperm means seeds. The meaning of gymnos means naked and sperm means seed. Example: cycas, Piscia means Christmas tree, Thuza, also called as the Moorpanki, Pinus, Devdar, etc. Now second division of the phanerogames is angiosperm. सेकेंड जो डिवीजन है वो क्या है, एंजियोस्पर्म का है. ओके, तो इन एंजियोस्पर्म द सीड्स आर एनक्लोज इन द फ्रूट. फ्रूट में क्या रहते हैं, वो एनक्लोज रहते हैं. द फ्लावर these the flowers these plant bear are their reproductive organs. Flowers develop into the fruit and seeds are formed within the fruits. The flowers these plant bear are their reproductive organ. तो ऐसे प्लांट जो होते हैं जो फ्रूट बेयर करते हैं, जो फ्रूट बेयर करते हैं वो उनका रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स होता है. फ्लावर डेवलप इनटू फ्रूट एंड सीड्स आर फॉर्म्ड, और जो फ्लावर्स होता है दैट फ्लावर्स develop into fruits and seeds. Thus, these seeds are covered, and these seeds are covered by the fruit. Hence, they are called angiosperm. Angio means cover, and sperm means seeds. The plant whose seeds can be divided into the two equal halves or dicotyledon are dicotyledonous plant, and those whose seeds cannot be divided into the equal parts are called monocotyledonous plant. तो जो plants एंजियोस्पर्म के जो प्लांट्स जिसके सीड्स में टू cotyledons होते हैं they are called dicotyledonous, and those which seeds have the one cotyledon called monocotyledonous. For example, the pulses like tuar, moong, etc. have the two cotyledons, and the rice, wheat, they are the monocotyledonous plant because their seeds have the one cotyledon in it. Now the difference between the dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous. अब monocotyledonous और dicotyledonous में differences नहीं. Now the differences in the seeds. Seeds में differences है. In dicotyledonous plant, the two cotyledons are present. In the monocotyledonous plant, the single cotyledon is present, and roots about the roots. In dicotyledonous, the root is well developed and have the primary root or taproot system. Means there is one main root, and from that the root hairs comes out. Such root system is called as the taproot system. And in monocotyledonous, the roots are fibrous. Now about the stem. The stem of the dicotyledonous plant are strong, hard. Example: banyan tree, mango tree, jamun tree, etc. Now the stem of the monocotyledonous plant. The stem of the monocotyledonous plant is hollow. hollow means क्या होता है, खोखला. मतलब जो सॉलिड नहीं हो, एग्जाम्पल बाम्बू, example banana, discs like, example onion. Now about the leaf. In the dicotyledonous plant, the leaves are reticulate venations, having the reticulate venation, and in monocotyledonous they have the parallel venation. यहाँ पे किस तरह का वेनेशन होता है? पैरेलल वेनेशन. फ्लावर्स. The flowers in the dicotyledonous have the 4 to 5 parts or their multiples, means tetramerous or pentamerous. The flowers with the 3 parts or in multiple of 3 means they have the trimerous in monocotyledonous. Now see the examples. So all these plants which are given under the column dicotyledonous, they are dicotyledonous plant, and here maize, sugarcane, rice, wheat, these are the monocotyledonous plant. Okay student, now you see the concept map. क्या देखना है अभी? कॉन्सेप्ट मैप देखना है आपको. ओके, प्लांट क्लासिफिकेशंस. नाउ किंगडम प्लांटी. तो those living organism which have the cell wall, which have the eukaryotic cell, having the cell wall and having the chlorophyll pigment in that, can able to form the their own foods by their own, called the plantae, and plantae are further classified into the mainly two groups called cryptogams. So those plants that do not bear the flowers are called cryptogams, and those which bears the flowers called the phanerogams. Now cryptogams further classified into three categories based on that their root stem and leaf like structure is developed or not developed. So they are classified into three divisions as thallophyte, bryophyte, pteridophyte. And phanerogams that bear the flowers, they are classified into the gymnosperm, means those plants which seeds are not closed, seeds are not closed, and those whose seeds are enclosed. Now again, presence of the number of cotyledons in the seeds, they are classified into the dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous. Now this chapter is completed. Okay student, now unmute yourself, and if you have any doubt, ask to me now. Yes student, tell me, is anybody having any doubt? Amira, Mariam, Sania, Rida, do you have any doubts? Yes student. Okay, now I'm ending the meeting.